Oh, hello guys, it's Axe here. Before I address about the YouTube Content ID's situation with Make Mix Game Showcase, disclaimer, I have a cold, not really feeling well, but I am gonna try to explain it against with a cold, so I might be coughing or I might be wheezing, so sorry about it, just bear with it. But I am still able to talk, so don't worry about it. So I'm not dying. I am a little bit sick, so you just have to bear with that one. Again, sorry. So with that, listen for me addressing about the Content ID. Hello guys, it's Axe here once again. Finally going to address about this new YouTube Content ID problem and how it's affecting my Mega Mix game showcase. Well, first of all, does it really affect my videos? Well, since what I'm using is a lot of video game footage, gameplay footage, sometimes it has, of course, in-game music, cutscenes, or trailer. Yeah, it might have an impact, but I can tell you right now that it's not going to be a big problem for me since one, I'm not really doing this for a job. It's not a job like Review Tech USA, Boogie 2988, or Total Biscuit. I'm doing this a hobby, but also kind of treat it like a business. Trying to be serious about it. Because you want to have a good quality, even if it is a hobby because it's something fun and you want to improve yourself with a skill. So yeah, it is gonna impact a bit, but like I said, it is not a big deal. So well, here's me gonna address it. But before that, for people who don't know what's going on, and this is the first video that you saw about me talking about YouTube Content ID. Technically, it's a new bot program for YouTube. What they do is it's a bot program scanning for anything that's copyright material that the company, I guess, put it in or submitted it to YouTube. And if anything that's copyrighted, whether it's music, trailer, or cutscene in video games, and yes, I'll be talking about video game specifically here because this is what mostly impact than movies or music. So anything they see copyright, YouTube sees it, they claim it, and what's gonna happen is either one, once they claim it, you can't monetize the video, or two, if it's really bad, they might get you a strike. So the question is, oh well, what's the big deal? Hey, I can't monetize the video, can't make money out of it. At least I can put it up and share it to the people. Yeah, I think that's most people in YouTube, most YouTuber. But for people who make a living on YouTube, such as Angry Joe, Boogie2998, Total Biscuit, and I'm gonna also say Review Tech USA, they do need to monetize the video. That's how they make their living. So, do I think that the YouTube Content ID system is a mess? Sadly to say, yes. But at the same time, it's a business. You really can't do anything about it. I mean, if you know the rule of copyright, if the guy, you can't use other people's material without their permission, and if they say no, then you really can't do anything about it. Yes, it is a mess. It doesn't really look good for YouTubers, and it does like the relationship between Google and the content creator right now is not good. But like what Adam Sessor said in his Sessor something, it is not illegal. What they're doing is not illegal. Yeah, the company may be a jerk, but the sad thing about it, being a jerk for the sake of the business is not illegal. You can be a jerk about it, an ass, or a dick, but it's not illegal. It's wrong, but again, not illegal. So they get away with this. They're not doing anything wrong. All they're doing is protecting their IP, their intellect property. So if you're using something that's copyrighted material, it's unfortunate. Right now, unless what Adam said, fix the copyright or make some improvements or adjust the copyright rule. Right now, if you use someone else's material, then you're gonna get claimed, and it is sad. Is it illegal? No. Is it a jerky move? Yes, but that's what it is. And the biggest problem why video games is becoming a problem, because technically in the old days is if you do a video about a video game and and whatever's inside the video game, whether it's music, trailer, or cutscene, chances are it's sort of fair use because it's in the game. You can't alter it. You can't change the music. So sometimes that's the reason why people sort of get away with it. But excuse me, the problem is in the long run, the music rule is changing. So now, even whether it's in the video game, if your video game showcase or your let's play has music content that's licensed music, then yeah, they're gonna claim it for copyright. And like I said this before in my previous video, the developers and publisher of video game, they have said this, they have admitted that they do have control on the video side, the gameplay, and to some extent the trailers and the cutscene. But when it comes to the music, they have no control. Technically, that music was given permission for the game, but they never said it was given permission to use that video with that licensed music to put it on YouTube. And if you do, of course, you get copyright claim. So, like most people said, and I have to agree with this suggestion, is if you are doing a video game movie type thing, let's just say showcase or let's play, if you know the music is licensed, trying to avoid it. Cutscene, also avoid not putting it in, such as like what Rockstar said when GTA 5 came out. You can do the gameplay, but when you put the cutscene, excuse me, don't put it, because again, cutscene is like a movie, so there is no, you can't make it a different way, unlike actually playing the game itself. And of course, trailers, just don't put the trailer stuff. I know sometimes people do it because they want to help support the game. I mean, that's fine. But if you're trying to monetize it, then, and it won't, of course, you're not going to be able to monetize trailer. So, yes, Content ID is a mess, but at the same time, what they're doing is not illegal. And here's my opinion about, oh, is YouTube a real job? Really, sorry to say, I really am not gonna talk about this. All I can say is, you know what? It's a subjective term. Some people say it is, some people are not. You can argue about it to kingdom come. It's just there's no agreement to it. Some people say yes, it is, and some people say no. Should they like make a living off YouTube, make a career on YouTube? Again, for me right now, not gonna talk about it. I can't give you an answer. Nothing personal, but all I can say is it is a subjective subject. Sorry. So now to the heart of the question. Will Discontent ID really impact my Megamix game showcase? Like I said, not so much, because ever since 2009, I got a lot of my videos, believe it or not, did get copyrighted claim, because mostly it was music. And the biggest culprit is Nintendo, sadly to say. One of the example is my Legend of Zelda showcase. It was basically all in-game, no music I used. The music came actually in the game, the Legend of Zelda theme song. But sadly, it was claimed by Nintendo. And oh, they have the right to do it or not? Well, of course they do. It's their music. You gotta keep in mind, Nintendo owns all, not just the video game, but the music, the cutscene, or their trailer. They own the rights. So if you're gonna do a showcase or a demonstration of a Nintendo game, I would suggest to anyone, don't put any Nintendo music. Find something that is, I guess, public domain is the word, and there you go. Then you'll probably able to monetize your video. So again, it's not going to be a big factor for me because again, one, I don't work with a network. It's just me just doing this as a hobby, but sort of treat it like a business. I don't make a living doing this YouTube. It is fun. It's fun what I do, and that's basically for me right now. And as long as I can put it up and I don't get a strike and I'm able to share it to the gaming community, that's fine with me. I mean, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. I can't monetize a lot of my videos or some of my videos, but you know what? Whatever. As long as I don't get a strike, if they just say, hey, this is just copyright, but we're allowing you to play it, the video to the public, that's fine with me. Because again, I'm not Angry Joe, I'm not Boogie2988 or Review Tech USA. I don't make a living on YouTube. I got my own way, but that's a different story. And to some extent, that is my business. So, yeah, so don't worry about it because I will not, repeat, I will not compromise my video just to make it monetized. And the example of that is one of my video called The Virtual Tour to the Manila Bay, which is a Filipino restaurant. I used the Legend of Zelda theme song because I felt it fitted to what the video is about. Me taking a journey or an adventure to the Manila Bay Filipino restaurant and using the Legend of Zelda Hyrule Field music. They just fit. And of course, the minute I put it up, Content ID claim. But I can still show my video. Yeah, I'm not gonna I won't be able to monetize it, but at least I can still show it. Yeah, so for me, again, monetize is not a big deal because again, it's not a job for me. I don't make a living. And of course that I will not compromise my video just because, oh man, I can't make money about it. Again, it is disappointing, but at the same time, at least I can put up the video. Because again, the problem is one of the biggest problems with video game is the music. Case in point is people doing Guitar Hero. People don't know. I think 2010 to 2000 or 2009, excuse me, to 2011, people were doing Let's Play with Guitar Hero, and guess what? They have licensed music, and guess what happened? Warner Music Group keeps blocking them. But that's the whole point of Guitar Hero. But again, he goes, oh well, the music's inside the game. It's part of the game. Well, it doesn't really matter whether it's part of the game or not. If you're playing copyrighted music, you can't do anything about it. It's copyrighted. You really can't go around it. You can't beat copyright. Copyright means unless you have permission, they're not gonna allow you to either play it, but I mean the safe side, monetize it. So again, don't worry about it. It's just what's gonna happen. I mean, the bad thing most is gonna happen to my video is they're gonna be claimed if I use licensed music or basically music that the company owns. That's really it. As long as I don't get a strike, then it's not a problem. So, but like I said, so far I never really got a strike, only once. But sadly to say, it was legit. It was basically I used a theme or music theme with lyrics. The theme for Go Geiger, a Super Sentai series, and I tried to fight and say, "Oh, it's fair use." And when they tried to dispute it, they put a copyright claim. And after that, I just said, forget it. I don't want to mess with it. Because also, just for anyone, if you got a video that get claimed copyright and then you try to dispute it and it failed, they put you a strike and you try and appeal for that. And if you failed, that's a second strike. That's a second strike on you. So that's why I just said, you know what, forget it. That's why you noticed for a while I couldn't even put up video that's more than 50 minutes because that is one of the consequences if you get a strike. You can't put anything beyond 15 minutes. So for a while, I had to use Blip, which now I can't even use it. So that's unfortunate, but that's gonna be another story. So again, for recap, yes, the Content ID system, it is a mess, but it's something you really can't do anything about it because it is copyrighted. And unless you're making a living on YouTube, that monetizing is really important for you, that's mostly people are gonna get affected. Like I said, it is not a job for me. I don't make this. I don't make a living doing Mega Mix Game Showcase. It's more of a hobby that I treat it like a business because I want to sort of take it seriously. I want to improve the skill. I'm always trying to make it better than before, again and again, and that's why you see it's sort of changing for the good, for the bad. I don't know. You tell me. So again, I don't make a living, so as long as I can show my video to the gaming community or to the YouTube community, that's fine with me. I just need to be careful that I won't get a strike. And I know, good thing is they're more lenient now. They're just saying, hey, you can use your song or our song, but you're just not gonna monetize, and that's fine with me. So as long as I don't get a strike, that's good enough. And for anyone else who's trying to think about doing a video game let's play showcase or demonstration, my advice is, and it's mostly a common advice to most people, avoid using cutscenes such as, I guess, an intro to a video game, even if it's a classic one, a classic video game, maybe from the NES or Super Nintendo. Just focus on the gameplay, and if you think the music is copyrighted or it's a cover music, then just replace it with a public domain royalty free music. Again, if you want to monetize it. But if you don't really care, you just say, I just want to show it, I don't want to compromise my video just for monetizing sake, then by all means, go for it. But if you're concerned about trying to monetize your video, then yeah, avoid licensed music, cover music, avoid cutscenes, and I would say don't really upload trailers. There's not really a point to it. Just let the company itself, maybe just favorite it and share it. I don't know why sometimes people do it. I did it once, but I realized there's not really a point to it. So there you have it. So again, not to worry. It's not a This situation is not really a big deal for me. It's not going to make a big impact. So I hope this thing clears up my situation with the Content ID of YouTube with my Mega Mix Game Showcase. So thanks for listening. I'll see you later. Bye. Alright, I forgot to mention this, but I'm also have to address this. One is that, oh wait a minute, you say you don't care about monetizing, so how come you have on your videos, for some of them, ad enable? Yeah, I mean, yep, I have ad enable on my account, but again, like I said, I don't work with a partner. It's just me just making my video ad enable. But like I said, not all my videos are monetized. Because for me, what I see for monetizing is like a street guitar performer playing a guitar in public with his guitar case open and letting people put in money. It's their option. I'm not forcing them to do it. I'm not telling them, hey, you better give me money for my guitar performance, or in this case, my video. No, it's your choice. You can watch my video with the ad, skip the ad, or or by all means also ad blocking. I'm not gonna stop you. I can't stop you if you use ad blocker, but that's your choice. So that's my beliefs of what monetizing is. And also, I mean, I heard it from some expert that monetizing is supposedly fair use. I guess 50-50. Because again, you're not forcing someone to watch your video. Again, it's like a guitar street performer with his case open. It's your option whether to give money or not. So, but that's just my opinion about it. And another one I have to address this is most people probably already addressed this. Is I did also watch, sadly, Angry Joe's video about it, and I have to give my opinion about it. I mean, nothing personal for Angry Joe. I think he does good videos, but for about the YouTube one, he did have some good points. I mean, I got respect when he said that when people use his video as for parody, that he doesn't really care. So that's prop, and he does also like speak for the lower tier people. But at the same time, the way he basically presented himself was, I hate to say it, but like a child. You know, nothing personal, Angry Joe. I mean, it is unfortunate what's going on, but how you present yourself in that video, it was hard to say, I'm with you, man. But again, I do understand. I do agree with his point. But at the same time, I do disagree to other his points. So, you know, I'm kind of feel for Angry Joe because that's why he makes his living. But at the same time, I know he knows that he can do. He'll find his way. So, Angry Joe, good luck to you. And of course, another question is, okay, well, I don't like YouTube anymore. I'm thinking going to another video sharing site. Yeah, there is Dailymotion and Vimeo. I don't know how they're not really that big, but you can try. I mean, my suggestion is plug your video on YouTube and then take them to Dailymotion or Vimeo. And also, I would normally say Blimp, but of what Blimp's happening right now is that if you're not a network, you don't work for a network, you can't even be on Blimp because they're not an open source anymore, an open platform sharing site. They just became an exclusive to network. That the rule is if you're making a lot of views, then you can stay. But if you're a nobody, you're out. More information about that, I'll give you the link for Big Al's rant on Blimp TV, and also links for others about talking about the Content ID in YouTube. Some of them are against it, some of them agree with it. So, alright, well, that's my extra points about Content ID. So, if you listen to this part here, I thank you. And don't worry, more Mega Mix showcase coming. And also, I am gonna do or another update to what's gonna happen next week and to 2014. So, thanks for listening. Later.